we are finally here on the professional camera and not on the webcam. I hadn't had the time to sit down and make a video that was on my actual Canon, and finally I've set aside some time to do so. So what I wanted to film today, well, what I actually wanted to do is give you guys a little bit of an update on how I think I'm gonna go forward with the with this channel. So I think in one of my previous videos I had told you that I was trying to lose a little bit of weight before we actually inseminate in September. So I am on a healthy eating plan, which I'll talk more about in a separate video. But I think on Wednesdays I'm gonna do the cliche weigh-in Wednesdays and keep you guys updated on how I'm doing until we start inseminating. And then I think that I'm thinking about doing like a tracking Tuesday or tracking Thursday, just maybe talking a little bit about my tracking frustrations or what I've learned or something like that. I haven't decided if it's going to be on Tuesday or Thursday because that is back-to-back videos, but but I figure whichever one we don't do, whenever we start actually inseminating, we could do like a testing Tuesday or Thursday. But who knows what day we're going to be testing on, so that probably won't work. But so anyway, I'm going to be doing a specific day dedicated to talking about how we're tracking, how that's going. We're about to go into cycle 2 of tracking. AF is supposed to come, I think Tuesday, the 21st. I think that's Tuesday. So that is what we're waiting on to start cycle 2 of tracking. We aren't actually inseminating yet. And then I will put up a weigh-in Wednesday next Wednesday. We've also started an Instagram account, which is just at Growing Gilberts, and I will link it down below so that you guys can follow us there and hopefully get more daily updates. Yeah, I think that that's it as far as the update portion goes. Nothing much has changed except for me trying to remain eating healthy and really trying to prepare my body. I'm taking my prenatal vitamins as well. But yeah, nothing else has really changed. I also will probably throw in some lifestyle stuff. I've really thought about vlogging a little bit, but I've talked about how I own my own business, and so I spend a lot of my time sitting in front of the computer, drinking coffee and slaving away. So I'm not sure how interesting that would be for you guys, but maybe when we get pregnant, I think that vlogging will be a lot more exciting for you guys. So I don't know, let me know what you guys think. Yeah, I'm not sure where we'll go in terms of vlogging. Okay, so what I actually want to do in this video is do the trying to conceive tag, and just so you guys can learn a little bit more about us and how we think that we're going to parent. We obviously have never been parents and we have no idea, but so I got this from who did I get this from? Oh, Grace and Obstacles. I will tag her below, and I will also put the questions below so that you guys can answer it as well. And if you do, let me know because I'd love to watch it. I haven't read through all of the questions, so if there's a question that doesn't really pertain to us or something of that nature, then I will just go ahead and skip it. Okay, so the first question: will you find out the sex of the baby? Absolutely 110% yes, as soon as we can, in that 18-week mark, give or take. I know you can get it done a little bit earlier. I don't know if we will or not, but we absolutely will when we can. I am not a patient person and I will not be waiting. The second question is, will you use a pacifier? Probably. I mean, I don't see anything against them. There are a lot of things that as a mother, I think that I still need to do a lot of research on. I assume the reason that they're asking this question is because it's some kind of controversial topic. But as of this moment, yes. Are you the first, middle, or last of your friends to TTC? We are the first in our close group of friends. We have a couple of friends who have had babies, but as far as like our close group of friends, we're the first. And most of us are in the 25 to, I'd say, 27 age range. So we're fairly young, and we do have quite a few friends that are in serious relationships, some of them married, some of them not. So I think we're at the age where there's no real rush, but we've been together for for 8.5 years, so we're just ready. How close in age would you like your children to be? I think that ideally I would like them almost 3 years apart. Like, I would like to get pregnant with the second child when my first child is about 2. So they would be about, 2 years and 9 months apart, give or take. I think that is a good age difference in my mind. I would like them to possibly not have to go to, the first one's obviously going to have to do things first. That's just how it goes. Unless we have twins. But I think that, if the first one is a couple years older, then you kind of have your big brother or sister to take care of you at school, or they're kind of at an age difference where they still don't mind necessarily hanging out with each other. Me and my sister were 10 years apart. So, when she was born, I was 10, obviously. So I loved hanging out with her then. But by the time that she was 5 or 6 and I was 15 or 16, I was like, really, Mom, what do you want me to do with her? I loved her, but I wanted to go hang out with my friends. You know what I mean? So, so I think that 2 to 3 year sweet spot is what I would aim for. So I completely skipped number 3. It says, do you have any nursery ideas? Yes. I think that we will absolutely go something gender neutral. That's just the kind of people that we are. We're not very, pink is for girls, blue is for boys, et cetera, et cetera. I think that we'll probably do something that's like a woodland feature, something with very rustic elements, something that is probably uses like mustards and maybe like a jade and some gray, stuff like that. Those are like my favorite colors. So probably something like that. Will you use hand-me-downs? Absolutely. I don't see why not if something's in good condition. And like if we had a boy and then we had another boy, why not? Why would we not put them to good use? I think that, no, that's pretty much my thoughts on it. I don't see why not. Will you make your own baby food? I think that it's a fantastic idea. I would like to, but who knows realistically if I'll be able to. I think that I would really like to give it a good college try, and I hope that it's something that I can keep up with and that I can do. It's not something that I feel like you're a bad parent if you don't make your own baby food. I feel like as long as you're conscious about what you're feeding your children, it doesn't necessarily have to be made at home, but making good choices for the food that goes into your child's body is what really matters. Will you co-sleep? This is something that I haven't done a whole lot of research on, and it's something that I plan on. But I think no. But I say that now, and I'm sure that I will want to snuggle the baby all the time and be sleeping together, but I just know too many kids that, in my personal opinion, are in the bed with their parents for too long. in my opinion. So I think that we will want to give them their independence in that sense and try to really get them settled in a crib and then, you know, in a toddler bed and etc. in their own room. I think that's really important to me to kind of have that, you know, at night. Obviously, when you have a newborn, we'll probably have a bassinet in the bedroom and they'll be there for the middle of the night feedings, possibly. That's, again, something I definitely need to do some more research on, but I don't think that we'll be co-sleeping. Will you use a stroller or believe in using a stroller? Some of these questions, maybe I'm just completely out of the loop. Is using a stroller controversial? Like, I don't understand why. Believe in using a stroller? Yes, I believe in using a stroller. Yes. Will you go back to work or be a stay-at-home mom? So I'm currently a stay-at-home wife in the sense that I work from home. So I'm a stay-at-home working wife, I guess. So I will continue to do the same when we have a baby. After newborn infant, how long will you let child cry before going to them? I have no idea. When it feels right. I know self-soothing is something that's pretty important, but I feel like I won't know until I'm in that situation. Okay, some of these questions are just getting a little too weird for me. How often will you bathe the child? Daily? More if they need it? Okay, I'm skipping the car seat question because I'm not sure. Will you breastfeed? If I can, I would absolutely love to, and probably for the first 9 months to a year, and then switch. When will you introduce solids? Baby food? Am I just like, I need to get to reading apparently because I have no idea. 6 months? Is that 9 months? Ugh. Okay, this is a question I can answer. Do you want a boy or a girl first? I don't care. Some days, like I'll see something like maybe like, I don't know, a cute little vintage dress or some really cute, I don't know, some really cute something for a boy. I don't know, I can't think of something off the top of my head because like I said, we're pretty gender neutral. So if I want to buy a train for my daughter, I will, and if my son wants to play in dresses, he can. So I don't really care, but sometimes depending on what I'm watching or what I see, I might say, oh, you know, and I might really want a boy or a girl, but honestly, I do not care. Do you have names picked out? Yes, and we've had, I'd say like top 5 picked out for a couple of years, and there are 2 to 3 that we're pretty set on now. 1 for each gender. And so yeah, I don't think I'm going to tell you guys here, but we will tell you eventually. How many kids do you want? I want 4. I'm hoping for at least 2. I'm hoping that the first time I'm not just like, nope, can't do it anymore. And even if I can't, we would be open to adopting or something like that. At least 2, but I would love 4. Will you homeschool? No. No. I think that public school or private school or a school environment is great. I did it growing up, and my husband did, and I think that we turned out fine. Socialization was great. Now, if you homeschool, you can definitely socialize in different groups and stuff like that. But I'm not someone who would homeschool their child. I'm just not interested in it. Home or hospital birth? Hospital. Even though I'll talk late, I need a whole video to talk about my fears and everything about a hospital birth. Planned cesarean, epidural, or natural birth. Epidural all the way. But I'm confused. I know natural birth is obviously no drugs, but don't people also call just like vaginal birth natural birth? But I'm not sure. But vaginal birth with an epidural, that's my goal. Will you drink while pregnant? Clearly not get hammered. A glass of wine occasionally. I don't think so. I'm not someone who like loves to drink or needs to drink. I won't say I never will. Maybe I'll have a glass of wine. I don't know, but probably not. Will you cloth diaper or use disposables? I think that we will use disposables, but I think that we will use something like bamboo, something that has no toxins in it, and even though they're a little bit more expensive, they're biodegradable. I think, you know, that's the route that we will go. I don't think that we will go to cloth diapering, but definitely the non-toxic biodegradable route. What's going on with my hair? And last one, if you have a son, will you circumcise him? Also something I think I need to do more research on, but I think so. I don't know. Again, something I need to do more research on when that time comes and they say you're having a boy. Yeah, so that's the end of the video. I know that it was kind of all over the place. I obviously need to read a book or 5 about some things. I'm really just taken back. The first thing I'm going to look up when I get off here is the stroller controversy. I don't believe in using a stroller. I've never heard someone being against using a stroller, but and I guess, you know, to each their own. It's just something I have never heard of. So yeah, so that's the end of this video. I hope that you guys learned a little bit more about us. It might have been a little bit confusing. I don't know. I'm hoping to do a video with Caleb in the next week or 2. I'm not sure what yet, but we'll see. And I guess that's all. Again, go ahead and find us on our Instagram page down below. That's pretty much the only social media we're using right now. I'm not a huge fan of Twitter. I don't really use it for my business. I probably should, but I don't use it personally. So that'll be it. And once you follow us on Instagram, then we can follow you back. I try to follow like whoever I'm following on YouTube. So that's it for now, and I will see you guys at another time. Bye.